gozaimasu, konnichiwa, and konbanwa, depending where you are in the world and what time zone you're in. I'm the Drama Chick, and this is not a review. This is actually going to be a second series of videos, or maybe even a different show. I haven't really decided yet. That'll be in between the main reviews. These will not follow the storylines of the reviews. In fact, as I'll explain later, I'll actually need these completed before I can really do some of the storyline stuff. Before I get into all that though, I have a few things to say. First off, thanks to everyone who watched the first episode of Drama Chick Reviews Ju-On the Grudge. Thank you all so much for those who retweeted, watched, and for those of you in the future who watched this after this got posted, who watched, retweeted, and have been watching future episodes. Thank you all so much. It is very kind of you. I, in particular, want to thank one person and one group of people. First, I want to personally thank the Horror Guru. For those of you who don't know who the Horror Guru is, he is the host of Blood Splattered Cinema. Link to his blip page below. Go watch his stuff. He's awesome and hilarious. But no, not now. Wait until I'm done talking. Otherwise, that would just be rude. He sent me a wonderful email and was very, very kind on ways to make the show better. And I'm taking every single one of those into consideration as we speak and trying to figure out how to work some of the programs he suggested. Thank you so much. Hopefully one day we'll be able to do, if I get more staff, we can do a crossover or something, though I'm not holding my breath. Second is the rock band Order of Tyr, whose music you heard in the first episode, because they are the band that I will be using in all future reviews for the music. I'm not using other bands or other people, unless it is actually from the clips that I'm using. Otherwise, it's just going to be Order of Tyr. Link to their Facebook page is below. Go listen to them after you're done with this. They are awesome. They're a great band. Please support them. They're wonderful people. Now we got all that pleasantness out of the way, it's time for what this bit is. This is the design corner, and the design corner will have three main purposes. First, I'm a theater tech and design major. I make things. My specialty is props, scenic, with a bit of experience in lighting and in costumes. I plan on designing and making most things for this show, and a lot of them will have to do with plotline and storyline elements. In fact, here's something I'm working on for the review that's coming out in August. I'm not telling you what it is, cause it's gonna be awesome, y'all! It is. You guys are gonna love it. But I'm gonna be actually making most of the stuff for this show. In fact, this is the design notebook that I will be using to make and create everything for this show. And one thing I'll be doing is I'll be making 2 to 3 rough sketches, and then I'll be asking you guys what you did and didn't like about each one, so I can then use it to make the final sketch. So in short, you guys get to help me decide how this show is going to look in the long run. I am going to come up with the main ideas and the first ideas. You guys get to help me finite them into something else. Hopefully that'll make the show a little more interactive, because designing make stuff is a lot of fun. Which brings us into the second thing this show will be doing, which is I will be showing you guys how to make tiny little props, or showing you techniques you can use to make larger ones. It is going to hopefully grow and evolve to the point where I can show you guys how to make some really fun things. That I want you guys to be able to make something that you can call your own. I really hope that can be done. That brings us to the third thing that I'll be doing in this show. That is, I want to be able to show what you guys have made. I'm going to be working on making an email address just for you guys to send me pictures that I will post in the design corner videos, either at the beginning or at the end. I haven't really decided yet. Note, I'm going to ask that you guys don't send me anything too explicit, either in terms of pornographical materials or in violence. I want something that I can safely look at and not go, my eyes! I hope you guys will consider my request there. But I'm going to show everything that is not that and the order I get them in. I'm going to try and keep it to about 20 per segment. I hope you guys don't mind. So if I get a lot, I will get to yours eventually. It'll just take a while. Well, now that we got that out of the way, it is time for what this design corner is specifically about. As you guys know, Hachiko here allowed me to get reviewer powers, but unfortunately, it was just Sailor Moon dangles, no actual costume. I will get a whole costume, but I have to design and make it first. I will be using, this is the color scheme I'll be using. Yeah, the yellow and the dark blues, I think that's nice. And I'll also be wearing this hair bow in the back. No matter what costume it is, it's going to be back there. I have 3 rough sketches to look at, so let's take a look at it and I'll explain each one to you.
Please forgive the artwork in these. These are just rough sketches, so nothing's really finalized and everything's going to look really rough. This first one you're looking at has the Sailor Moon tiara with a more Japanese gi looking shirt with flowy pants. As for the shoes, I have no idea what shoes would work well with this one, but that is how it is. This is actually the more simple ideas I'm working with. It'll be simple for me to replicate, make, and just easy to get out there. The second is more of what you think of when you think magical girl, especially in the Sailor Moon hair. You have a mask that is based on the manga of Sailor Moon, plus a sailor shirt with gloves and shorts. The shoes would actually be designed after Celtic moccasins, and the gloves would have dangly ribbons because I like dangly things. And there would be no tiara with this one because that would just get in the way of the mask. And that brings us to the last one. Now this one I actually like the best. It has the Japanese kimono sleeves with an over jacket that would, the bottom would be in 3 parts, 2 in the front with a long one on the side. It would also have more or less Kung Fu Wu-Tang movie-ish shoes, which would be the easiest for me to work with, and I'd be wearing pants as well.
And that's it. Please let me know what you did and didn't like about each one, and I will take that into consideration and use it to make the final rendering. Now please put them in the comments below. I'd like to see it on a list, and that I think will be the simplest way to do it. Also, I need at least 10 comments before I can really get this done. That way I can have enough viewpoints to make something that isn't just one person's. Now, the final design may or may not look like any of those sketches I showed before. But please, give me your advice. I want to hear it, and hopefully I will have a full rendering done for the next design corner, and then I can talk about looking for fabrics and designing the pattern. Well, sayonara. Thanks for watching, and hopefully this will be the first of many a fun thing to come.